Hi everyone, I think we're live now. I'm just going to wait for Maddie to confirm that we are live and then we'll kick things off. Welcome to the first Illuminate Town Hall. Thanks, Maddie. So we are live. So good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Illuminate. This is a virtual town hall hosted by Mina Foundation. I'm Becky, the Ecosystem Comms Manager on the marketing team, and I'll be your host for today's session. We have a super exciting agenda planned. It covers updates from different work streams at the foundation, ranging from product and engineering to community programs, protocol governance, business development initiatives, and more. We also have two special guests from the ecosystem joining us to provide updates on their projects too. So lots to cover. In case anyone hasn't seen it yet, these town halls serve as a platform for us to share high-level updates, engage in open discussions, and also provide an avenue for ecosystem projects and community participants to seek support and foster synergies within the community. So we encourage your participation throughout the session. We really want your insights, your questions, your feedback. So feel free to drop them in the chat throughout the call today. So without further ado, let me share the agenda with you. So we're going to begin with updates on product and engineering from Salah and Philip. Then we'll follow up with discussions on community programs and upcoming events with Will. Drea and Maddie from the marketing team will give us some insights into past and upcoming initiatives that you can get involved in. And then Remy will talk us through some updates from the protocol governance team. To wrap things up, we'll share some news from the business development team. And then finally, our ecosystem guests will share their updates with us too. I do want to say that there's a lot of work happening behind the scenes, so we'll be sharing more as the months go by and in future town halls, but we hope that this gives you just some insight into what's been happening, and we'd love your feedback on what else you'd like to learn about and what else you want to hear from Mina Foundation. At the end of the town hall, we will open up the floor to questions, so please use the Slido link, which you can see on the screen now, to submit your questions, and we'll get through as many of them as possible. Crystal will share a link in the YouTube chat, and you can just submit your questions through there and we'll get to them at the end. So once again, thank you for joining us today. And I'm going to hand it over now to Salah, who will talk to us about the road to Mina's Berkeley upgrade. Hey, Salah.
Thank you, Becky, and welcome everyone. I'm Salah, VP of Engineering and Product at Mina Foundation. Today, I'm really excited to speak about a highly important topic for Mina and Mina ecosystem, which is mainnet Berkeley upgrade. So what is Mina Berkeley upgrade? So this is a new version of Mina protocol that will be released to mainnet on the 4th of June 2024. So this is coming in a few weeks only. This upgrade is a significant and positive milestone for Mina protocol and the entire Mina ecosystem. It will bring major functionality everyone is waiting for to mainnet, which is ZK programmability. So ZK programmability or zero knowledge programmability. In other words, it will bring ZK smart contract to mainnet that will enable all the ecosystem, including ZK apps, layer 2s, you will hear more about them a little bit later, bridges, and but overall real life products for millions of users. To go a little bit deeper, this upgrade will include three main features to mainnet. And the three main features have been already voted by Mina community. So you see them there. The first one is easier ZK app programmability. This is mainly bringing smart contract to mainnet. Then the second one is using Kimchi as a proof system. And then the third one, which is pretty important, is the removal of supercharged rewards. Next slide, please. Now, this is a quick update on the progress and readiness of Berkeley upgrade. So once again, when we speak about Berkeley upgrade or mainnet major upgrade, we are speaking about the same thing. So far, the work that has been done is just huge, really huge. We didn't want to go to a mainnet without testing fully all the use cases. And you see the list here. So the first item there is testing ZK apps end-to-end on a dedicated network that we called Berkeley. But also we did a lot of external security auditing, internal security auditing. We did a lot of performance testing, and also we tested the upgrade mechanism itself, involving community, and most recently we did the DevNet upgrade. So I'm using here we, and by we I mean Mina ecosystem, Mina community, Mina Foundation, and also our partner One Labs. So everybody is involved there. So thank you very much for everyone who participated to those steps. Of course, if you want to know more, to go a little bit deeper, you can have a look and read the testing retrospectives on the Mina protocol blog. Next slide, please. Yeah, previous one, please. Yeah. Becky, do you mind going back to that one? Yeah, what's next? So I highlighted what we did so far. Now, I think it's important we provide visibility on what's remaining. In terms of the software itself, in terms of the protocol itself, it's ready. Also, in terms of process, in terms of the upgrade mechanism itself, it's ready. It has been tested in several environments involving community. Now, the remaining topics and the remaining activities are mainly getting exchanges and the different Mina ecosystem partners ready for that. And to do so, they are doing testing on DevNet, on with the support of Mina Foundation and One Labs. But also in the meantime, One Labs is doing a lot of dry runs with internally with mainnet data. So this phase is critical and it's important. We need it to make sure that the final mainnet major upgrade will happen smoothly. Once again, the last point here is mainly the date. And this is something I encourage everybody to keep it in mind. This is June 4th this year. June 4th, the mainnet upgrade will take place. So that's the date. Please keep it in mind. Next slide, please. Now, before I close this topic, I wanted to give a little bit details in terms of the process of the upgrade itself. So it's divided into three major steps. You can see them in the slide. The first one the first one in the left is mainly the pre-upgrade phase. What does that mean? The pre-upgrade phase will start on the 21st of May this year. And the 21st of May, we will release a new build that will be deployed to mainnet. And that release will mainly trigger the next steps. You will see later, we will speak about stop transaction slot and stop network slots. That's the release that will be triggering the mainnet upgrade itself. Still in the upgrade phase, the pre-upgrade phase, the archive node operators will start migrating their archive node database to the new format, just to make it compatible with the new mainnet. Then the step after is the upgrade itself. So the upgrade itself will start the 4th of June. The network will reach what we call two slots. The first one is stop transaction slot. The network will stop accepting transactions. So after that slot, if you send any transaction to mainnet, mainnet will stop accepting it. Then there is another slot, which is stop network slot. When we reach that, the network itself will freeze the state of the network and will stop. and that state will be used for starting a new network, which is the Berkeley network. That's the new mainnet. So that's the upgrade itself. Then the last phase is mainly the post-upgrade. The post-upgrade is mainly seeing traffic on the new mainnet, the production of the first block, and also the motivating the different block producers and community participants to upgrade and to install the new version of the software. We expect the downtime to be around 15 hours during the upgrade, and this is the time mainly we need to generate the new build, the new release, to distribute it to the community and to start the network. Of course, in the meantime, there is a huge effort in terms of monitoring, alerting, checking that everything is working well, but also there is a predefined process in case something goes wrong. We have already a way to manage it. I think that's it in terms of mainnet upgrade. But of course, in the meantime, you can read more about the process itself in the What to Expect blog, still in Mina Protocol blog. You can read about what the Berkeley upgrade will bring to mainnet, still in that blog. But finally, please don't hesitate to join us in Discord. You'll see that it's an active Discord. If you have questions, we'll be there to support you. But also, if you have new ideas, we'll be open to hear about them. Thank you very much. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. So like Salah said, if you want to get more involved, join the Discord server. We'll drop a link in the chat now for you as well. Next up, we have Philip Kant, who's going to talk to us a little bit more about core grants. Philip, let me bring you up to the stage.
Thanks, Becky. Yes, what's core grants? Core grants is Mina's way of addressing critical infrastructure needs and funding public goods, all while engaging the community and having a participatory process for that. The process is fairly simple. It involves that anybody who has an idea of what they want to bring to what they want to see implemented in the Mina ecosystem can write an RFC, a request for comments, and that is just a document describing what they want to see. And once an RFC is done, it should lead to some artifact that brings us closer to actually implementing that feature. And typically that would be an RFP, so a request for proposals, where we go to the community and basically say that people who are interested in actually developing that feature can get a grant from Mina Foundation. Right, and then that RFP will have milestones and everything. It doesn't have to lead to an RFP, so sometimes it's also something that is small enough or is something that needs to be done within O1JS, so then they can be implemented directly. But the RFC should have some artifact that brings us closer to implementing the feature. At the moment, we have a couple of RFPs that are in progress, in various stages of progress. ZK oracles are something that's quite important and quite useful. And we have some people actually working towards that RFP at the moment. Sideloading of verification keys is actually done. So that's the feature that you can dynamically specify a verification key against which to do some proofs instead of having them tied statically to a given smart contract. And then a fresh RFP that we've just put out a week or so ago is getting a report on the tokenomics in Mina. So looking at the reward structure, the monetary expansion and that, comparing it to other projects and giving us some ways of doing decisions about possibly changing that in the future. Next slide, please. On the RFC side, we also have a couple of those that are in progress. Asynchronous circuits are actually done already by O1. So that is an extension of O1JS proper. So that did not go through an RFP. And then there's various RFCs that still need discussion and design work. So auto distribution of rewards is about when you're delegating your stake to some block producer that they don't have to manually send you your share of rewards, but that is handled of the protocol. Then there's a lively discussion on ZK passports and some APIs about wallets or attestations. And there's also work on token standards for fungible tokens and also non-fungible and solar tokens are on the radar. If you want to get involved in this, so as I said, the process is geared towards community participation. You can either join on GitHub and write some RFCs or comment on them and join the discussion that way, or also join the Discord. And we also just established fortnightly calls where we update the community in more details on all the RFCs and RFPs that are in progress. Thanks, Becky. Back to you.
Thanks, Philip. So yeah, as Philip said, if you want to learn more about core grants, join our Discord server and get involved. Next up, we have Salah again, who is going to share more updates on the delegation program. Welcome back, Salah.
Hi, Becky. Thank you very much again. Yeah, quickly about the delegation program. Just wanted to give more visibility on what we did so far, what we are doing. So if you can see it clearly in the first row, what has been done. We spend a lot of time working on the infrastructure of the uptime service related to delegation program. The uptime service is mainly the service used to measure the uptime score of the delegation program participants. There were a few, let's say, few timeout issues in the past, and that has been already fixed thanks to what we did on the infra side. But we also worked on the process to somehow automate the payouts using Mina pool payout script. So this has been done with the collaboration of community members too. So this is what has been done. Now, currently, we are working on several topics. We are working on the uptime service migration to Mina Foundation. So far, it has been managed by a third-party partner, but we will make it in-house. And then we are also making that uptime service hard fork ready. So that's another effort we are doing right now. Then the last one is related to the overall delegation program and to the KYC. So when you want to apply to delegation program, you have to go through a KYC process, and every year you have to renew that KYC. So far, we did it. We used to do it manually, and we are working on the automation of that process. So that's it on the delegation program. But once again, if you still have questions specifically about the delegation program, please don't hesitate to ask on Discord. Yeah, so we will be there to answer. Thank you again, and back to you, Becky.
Thanks, Salah. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can also drop them in the Slido. There's a link in the YouTube chat that you can use, and we'll try and get to them at the end of the call. So Salah, we'll let you take a breather for now. And next up, we have Will, who's going to give us an update on community. Will, let me bring you up.
Great. Hey, everybody. My name is Will, head of community. Really nice to, well, I can't see you, but see some people in the chat. Just a quick update on a few of our community programs that are ongoing. ZK Ignites, we're in the middle of cohort 3. For those who aren't aware, ZK Ignites, our community governed innovation fund. We kicked off this year in cohort 3 in February, and we funded 29 projects. And the midpoint demos are coming up actually in 2 weeks. So Yasin on our team just posted, I think, the events to Discord, and every team that received funding will be presenting. It will be public information. And then from there, they'll go on and build for another month and a half. And then they'll deliver. So it's exciting to see that work ongoing. I think there's a lot of key building blocks that are there, and it'll be really important to see some of those projects out live in the ecosystem, especially as the hard fork date nears. So as I guess like the main takeaway is go to Discord, register for the events if you want to get more detail on the projects that are building. They're all open source, and they'll all be again building in public. After that, we're working on plans for cohort 4, but we don't have a hard date set yet. We usually try to set the date once we have nearer to the date of the previous cohort. So that's ZK-Ignite. I think we can move on to the next slide. Navigators. So Navigators has been going on for the last 6 months. We kicked off in October or November of last year. We just wrapped up the first season about 8 days ago. We've had 65 people participate, 50 projects so far, and all of the work again that's been submitted is public, and the final results of the program will be published in the next 2 weeks. Where we are right now, specifically with all of those projects, is that we have a team of community reviewers who are experts. They are reviewing and voting on the grand prizes for the teams that have the teams that will win. I think there's about 6 grand prizes total, and we'll be inviting, I think, between 10 and 15 of those of the 50 teams to come present memos for that judge voting. So keep an eye out on that. I think it's in the next week or 2, but we'll be posting about it on Discord. And we have the next iteration of Navigators launching June 1st. We're going to announce all of the details on May 10th, so in 2 days on Discord as well. And I'm really excited. Haresh, who has been leading the program, has done a lot of good work taking learnings from version 1 and implementing them for version 2. And we're really excited to kind of launch this alongside the hard fork, because there's a lot of really, really talented teams with big ideas that we're hoping to get funded in a very low friction way and continue to funnel people building stuff and using the core tech. So thanks to everybody who's participated. I see some folks in the comments who have been navigators. People have built all sorts of different projects. There's also been a component of the Learn to Earn program that was led by Lawrence from XtraP, where people were learning different modules and parts of O1JS and completing challenges. So it's been a really good experiment, but we're really looking forward to taking it to the next level over the next few months, really till the end of the year. I think we can go on to the next slide. Yes, and so we're also working on a series of events. I will be in Krakow next week with the team for ZK Hack. We'll also be sponsoring Crypto Valley Association in Switzerland, and then we'll also be partnering up with Lambda class for the ZK Hack Week in Brussels around ETH Brussels. And then as a reminder, we have office hours, which we're calling ZK and Chill, every Thursday. Philip mentioned we're doing core grants calls regularly. And our goal is that for any program that's ongoing, there's always an open line of communication. If you have any questions or you need anything, our goal is to always have a quick response and just do everything in public. So please stay tuned. If you have feedback for us, or if you have any other ideas on how we can improve our programs, let us know. Our focus really, I would say, is twofold. One of them is get as many new builders into the ecosystem and figure out a way to help them start contributing in a low friction way. And then also we need to get products built now that the hard fork is ready. Lots of you have been working on that, but now it's even more important. So we're locked in. Let us know, if you have any feedback or if there's anything we can do to improve.
Thanks, Will. Thanks for the updates. Yeah, so if you have any questions, feedback, join the Discord server and let us know. Next up, we have an update from marketing. I think Maddie is first. So I'm going to bring Maddie up to the stage. Hey, Maddie.
Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. This is Maddie from Mina Foundation Marketing and Comms. I've got a short and sweet update for you all today. So marketing, like many other teams at Mina Foundation, is gearing up for the Berkeley upgrade, and we want you to get involved and help us spread the word. So essentially what we want to talk about today on this call is just that there are a few fun moments coming up, including 2 specific community campaigns. So the first is a recursive quote tweet. That may sound a little bit confusing at the moment, but I promise you will know it when you see it. This is something that the whole community can be involved in. Just keep an eye out on Twitter next week. There'll be instructions for how to participate shared there. The second community moment is a hashtag proof of everything campaign, where we are going to encourage you all to dream up either your most innovative or your most funny and silly ZK use case that requires verified data. And we'll be reposting some of the best proof of everything use cases that we see shared on Twitter or X. So basically just more on this over the next few days and weeks, but keep an eye out on particularly X and Twitter, just as we are in this final run-up to Berkeley. I will wrap up by saying that your support really matters and really does make a difference. Every engagement, like, retweet, and meme really does help other people learn about Mina and showcases the vibrancy of this ecosystem. So thank you to everyone who has already supported and has helped amplify our message. Let's keep it going and really build some hype and some excitement in this run up to Berkeley. So with that being said, let me turn it over to Andrea.
Hey, Drea. I'm going to switch to the next slide now, and I have a feeling the video might play. So if it does, we might get the video first, but if not, feel free to jump in.
Okay.
You can talk. Go.
Sounds good. Okay. Hey, everyone. And thanks, Becky and Maddie. For those that don't know me, I'm Drea, also from the marketing team, and I'm super happy to be here with you all today, even if it's just virtually. But anyways, in addition to what Maddie shared, there are many other exciting projects that our team is working on as part of this increased drumbeat of excitement and marketing towards upgrade and post-upgrade. So if you haven't seen it yet, a few weeks ago, we shared a video which kicked off this campaign and answered the burning question that you all had, which is, when is the Berkeley upgrade? So let's see if the video plays now. We can give it a quick watch. Oh. Seems like it might not, so we could try at the end. But what you'll see in that video, you can also see it on Twitter. So if you go to Twitter, it's the pinned tweet at the top of the feed. And what you'll see is that we're starting to slightly evolve the Mina brand to be a little more fun while staying true to its technical elegance, with just a more modern version of its original identity that we all know. With this all, it's coming in tandem with some fresh messaging that you'll see and learn more about very soon. But you should know that we are experimenting and evolving slowly. But with that said, I want to just share a quick win. So across our paid and organic pushes on X or Twitter, whatever you like to call it, we have seen 3 million impressions and over 1.1 million views, totaling to over a 36% video view rate, which is just incredible compared to this platform's average. I feel like I should say thank you to everyone who supported not only in the creation of this video and this campaign, but also who has supported by engaging in this. I should also say that this is just a portion of the success because it doesn't include our pushes to other platforms like email, LinkedIn, and YouTube. But yeah, we are really excited about these initial numbers, and this is truly just the beginning because we are looking to drive this even more in the future. So with that being said, the last thing I'll say is please continue liking, sharing, commenting, and just telling your friends about Mina. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, but I can't wait to see you all on June 4th. Thank you.
Thanks, Drea. I've just shared the link in the chat for anyone who hasn't seen the video yet, but super excited to see what comes next. And like we've said, there's a lot of work happening behind the scenes, and we're really looking forward to sharing all of that with you. Remy from the Mina Foundation Protocol governance team is also going to share an update and share some insights into what's been happening around governance. I'm going to bring him up to the stage now. Hey, Remy.
Hi, Becky. Thank you very much. And hello, everyone. Yes, I'm Remy. I'm a manager of the protocol governance team in Mina Foundation. And yeah, I just wanted to start with announcing that we successfully established a team for the protocol governance, and it includes myself, Ben, Christina, and Joaquin, and you will hear from all of us more on Discord in the following weeks and months. So that's the team, and we are also building advisory capacity, so mostly led by Evan, but yeah, there would be more people to join as well. So that's regarding the team, and in terms of updates on the next slide, as you know, we published the new blog post last week about Mina Protocol's governance, the vision of the future, and the next steps that we propose on how to implement this strategy. So we are more than happy to get your feedback and adjust it based on your comments and thoughts. And here on the next slide, you can see how to get involved and how to support us with creating those concepts. So the first way is to go and use the Discord bot that has been built mostly by Evan, and we are testing this as well. So we are more than happy to get your feedback about how are you feeling about using the Discord bot itself, not only about the blog post, but this one would be very valuable for us as well. And you can use this QR code available here to jump into the Discord channel where you can use the bot. The next place for feedback gathering is Mina research topic that is available by the end of the blog post and also on different platforms that are listed here as well. And this is aimed mostly to be like an open discussion about the blog post in general, about governance in general. And if you would like to discuss specific parts of the blog post, you can go to the Google Doc we shared as well. And by creating comments, we can have dedicated discussions about specific parts of the blog post. Also, we are planning to start protocol governance forum sessions as Discord stages where anyone can come and talk with us. We are happy to get you on these calls and discuss governance and especially understand your feeling and your understanding of governance so that we can improve our approach more. And now that's everything. So please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm more than happy to answer any more questions or help you out with understanding how to use these tools. And now I will give the mic to Christina, who will briefly explain how to use the Discord bot to share your thoughts. And that's everything from me. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a great day.
Hi, everyone. I guess I was going to play a video, but Becky, can we play the video? Nope. Okay. I was going to explain how to share the feedback using the Discord bot, but since we cannot see it here, it's already shared on the Discord channel. You will see that there are 3 different ways to reach the Discord channel in order to vote or to give feedback on the survey. You can start going from the blog post. You will land directly on the Discord survey channel. You can go from the announcement on Discord, click on the feedback survey link, or in the left side of Discord, on the listing of the channels, you can go to the protocol governance category and click on the governance survey channel. There, you will see the video explainer that I was going to explain today, but next time. Thank you.
Thanks, Christina. Yeah, for anyone who wants to see the video or needs help with giving feedback through Discord, you can find the video linked in the governance channels in Discord, and the team are always on hand to help if you need them as well. But you can also use Slido if you have a question that you want the team to answer live. Next up, we have a quick update on BD. David unfortunately couldn't join us today, so I am going to give the update on his behalf, and hopefully I do that justice. So throughout Q1, a BD team has been built out in the APAC region, who've been working on the APAC region strategy, so focusing on Korea, China, and Japan, as well as Southeast Asia. So in Q1, you might have already seen, they've been focusing on Korea, and one of the biggest achievements in Q1 was the successful launch of Mina Seoul Week, where Mina Foundation team members visited South Korea to attend East Seoul and also hosted our own community events as well. In Q2, the team will be focusing on expanding to China and Japan. They've already initiated the Japanese online hackathon WaveHack, where they've had more than 10 projects submitted. And there will be further announcements coming soon, so keep an eye out on that and join us for the next town hall, where I'm sure David can join to give us some more updates. And they're also onboarding dedicated talent for China at the moment. Next in the recap, we have Mina Seoul. So this is just a quick recap on what happened while the team was in South Korea last month. So we had a developer workshop where we hosted at one of the most well-known blockchain hack houses called Nonce. We had around 30 developers engage and learn about O1GS and the Protokit framework. We also had a Mina networking party which was hosted at the biggest Web3 venture capital in Korea called Hashed. Around 150 people participated, with leaders from Mina Foundation, Protokit, Zeko, and Punkpol. The team also attended ETH-Sol Hackathon. There were 13 mainnets for participants to choose from, and of the 45 projects that were submitted, 7 of those chose Mina as their platform, so that's around 15% of participants across the hackathon. And the 3 hackathon winners are continuing to participate in the ecosystem and are all transitioning to the Mina Navigators program that Will was talking about before. So one final note from David. The team are currently speaking with Chainlink and are doing some research into the demand of Chainlink integration. So if anyone is interested, please fill out the form. We'll drop a link into the chat and you can find that in Discord after. The BD team is ready to help any teams with specific needs for infra or service partnership needs to make your ZK app successful. So please reach out if there is anything that the team can help with. You can see the email on screen there. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in Slido and we'll make sure we get those to David. Next up, we have a spotlight, an ecosystem spotlight. We're joined by Matej from Protokit. So I'm going to bring him up to the stage and he's going to give an update on what the team have been up to. Hey, Matej.
Hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Matej. I'm one of the founding engineers of Protokit, which is a Mina zk framework for privacy-enabled application chains, which means you can build your own L2s. We currently have well over 10 ecosystem projects building, coming from ZK Ignite, Navigators, and the broader community, namely Coping Dex, which is one of our projects. Then we have ZK Noid, which is ZK Gaming, Bankpol, which is ZK Voting, or Revel, which is ZK-based NFTs. Protokit uses Mina L1 as a shared security and an interoperability layer. We try to focus a lot on developer relations in the recent months, mainly with the purpose of growing the developer community of Mina. To do that, we were able to, thanks to the Mina Foundation, hold quite a few workshops, namely in Korea, Japan, Turkey, and then a bunch of other countries. You can find all of that on YouTube. If you're wondering how to get involved with Protokit, first of all, we are hiring and expanding our team, so feel free to reach out on Discord if you're interested. We are also trying to double down on developer experience. That means if there's something broken, we'll have to fix it. So let us know if you're experiencing any issues. Then if you'd like to start building on Mina using Protokit, head over to our website to find all of the relevant developer docs. And last but not least, make sure to join our Discord to meet the Protokit builder community. Thank you.
Thanks, Matej. We're about to jump into our last section of the town hall, which is another spotlight, another ecosystem project. But if you have any questions on anything that's been discussed so far today, please drop your questions in the Slido and we'll get to those in around 3 to 5 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to bring up Evan from Zeko. Hey, Evan.
Hello, how are you? It's nice to meet everyone. I've been involved in the Mina community for about 2 years now, but still maybe a relatively new face to some folks, as Zeko just released its MVP, so now we're a lot more public facing. So what is Zeko? It's a Mina layer 2 rollup and application scaling solution. We recently raised 3 million from investors, including UOB, which is one of the big Singapore banks. We're growing our team and community aggressively. We're isomorphic to Mina layer 1. So that means we're compatible with all ZK apps and ONJS. So if you've built it for Mina L1, you can deploy it to Zeko L2. You get RO compatibility and Explorer built by Minascan, and a whole bunch of other features out of the box. As I mentioned, we launched the MVP in April. So far, the response and take-up has been very exciting. You can visit zeko.io to start building, reading the docs, the white paper, and gathering other background about the project and if it fits your needs. The team is myself, Laz, he's based in Europe and as CTO, and Brian as Chief Products Officer. He's based in Asia, so a relatively global team. And what's next? Well, now that we have the MVP out, we're working on adding more functionality, decentralizing core aspects, and continuing on the road to mainnet. So we're also focused on developer relations. Our whole goal is, as a layer 2, is to amplify your reach, your brand, and impact of your ZK app. So join our Discord, start building. You can begin to earn prizes and hear about the latest updates, including a developer competition that we're going to launch very soon. So there's some big prizes, and I hope you guys can join and deploy your apps to Zeko, and we can build together. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Evan. So that is all of the updates we have for today. But like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot more work going on behind the scenes that we'll continue to share over the next town halls. We're going to move into our Q&A section now. I don't know if there's been any questions so far. I'm just going to switch the screen over and share the questions. 1 second. Okay, so no questions so far. If anyone has a question, please use the Slido link. Maddie, I'm just going to bring you up quickly 1 second. Are there any questions in the YouTube chat that we can answer?
Thanks, Becky. Yeah, I saw one question about the tokenomics RFP that we can address. Maybe Philip can come back up to the stage. Hey, Philip. So we have a question from the audience, which is basically, have there been any proposals submitted for the tokenomics RFP yet?
I think you're on mute, Philip.
Okay, that's better? Great. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we don't have any submissions yet. The submission deadline is the 24th of this month. So we're still waiting.
Got it. Thanks, Philip. And I guess a little additional context for anyone who is watching this, like we've seen with ZK Ignite and some other programs in the past, usually people do wait to submit right until the end of that deadline because they want as much time as possible to make their proposal as strong as possible. So that's not really something that we're concerned about.
Right.
Thanks, Philip. I can't see any other questions and I can't see any in Slido. But like we said, if you join the Discord server, the team is always on hand to answer any other questions that come up. I'm just going to see if I can see any other ones. Maddie, I don't know if you can see any, but there's nothing on my side.
I see one question for Zeko. Evan, do you want to come back on up? Hey, Evan.
Hello.
So, question from the audience. Does Zeko require a token?
Good question. I don't want to allude too much about future token plans, but certainly in order to enable some core decentralization aspects of the protocol, it makes sense to have a token. So stay tuned for more information about that. Thanks for your question.
Thanks, Evan.
Awesome. Thank you, Evan. Yeah, I'm just quickly scrolling through the chat. ZK Elton, those submissions that we were just talking about is for core grants. It's for an RFP. Mina Foundation is accepting proposals to create a report about tokenomics, about Mina's tokenomics, and kind of assess the landscape of tokenomics, as well as make some recommendations around how ours could change. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, I can see a couple of questions about partnership plans and also about the Chainlink Mina integration that we mentioned before. Maybe this is something that we can address on the next town hall. We can bring on some of the BD team to talk about that.
Yeah,
David's
agreed. I see the question about Chainlink. Yeah, unfortunately, David is going to be the one that can speak about that, and he's not on this call today. Yeah, same with plans about burn mechanism. I don't think we have anyone on the call who can really speak to that at the moment. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to do one more check of the Slido. Okay, one more question for Zeko. Sorry, Evan, let's bring you back up.
Hello.
We have a question about Zeko mainnet. What are the key requirements? What are you working towards? And if there is an expected timeline, I know that's always a difficult question to answer. So maybe focused more on the requirements that you're working towards.
Yeah, so one key requirement is speed. So right now, Zeko can process transactions in about 2 seconds. So it just provides a different UX for users compared to the L1. So it's a great place to deploy your apps if you need faster transaction processing. So we're going to continue working to speed that up and throughput. Also, you may have seen we announced collaboration with Mina Foundation, Celestia, and Geometry. So decentralizing our DA layer is a core requirement for getting to mainnet. So stay tuned for more updates around that because the work has already started. We're very excited for mainnet. I don't want to give a date, but I'll say soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Evan. I see a question about governance. Can we bring Remy back up to the stage? Actually, I have this question myself. Would love to hear from Remy. What are the main takeaways from the governance blog post, or can you provide kind of like a high-level summary?
Yes, thank you very much. And yeah, this is a very nice question. So yeah, the main goal of this blog post is to present the proposed approach for improving the governance on Mina protocol. And yeah, the main point, I would say we have two primary work streams, and one of them is improving decision-making processes, which includes MIPS and on-chain voting, and the other one is the centralized treasury concept that we will propose further details in the following weeks. The same goes for MIP process. And the main point of this blog post is to gather as much feedback as possible from the community so that we can double check if we are heading in the right direction, if this is something that community wants to see on Mina. So yeah, very happy to get your feedback via these different communication channels for us to review that. And yeah, I would say again, the main two topics are decision-making processes and decentralized treasury concept. So that would be the best part to start with when reading the blog post. And these are the parts that we would love to get feedback first from. So I hope that answered the question, and thank you.
Thanks, Remy. I don't know if it's already been shared, but I believe Evan has recorded or is recording a video about the blog post as well, which we'll be sharing in Discord.
Yes. Thank you for reminding about that. It's actually available right now on Discord as well in the protocol governance announcement channel. So yes, you can also see a short video with Evan explaining providing top-level summary of the blog post. So yeah, happy to see you there and happy to get your thoughts on this video as well.
Thanks, Remy.
I think this question might have been answered then.
Yeah,
cool.
I would say.
Cool. We have, let me do a quick look through our chat.
I can't see any other ones on Slido either.
Okay, here's a good one. I've just added it to the Slido so we can bring Sala up. What can we do to stay up to date with future delegation program updates?
Okay, I think the answer is quite simple. Discord is the channel. Please, if you don't have already Discord account or you are not part of Mina Discord server, please subscribe. And we have dedicated channel there related to delegation program. So we are answering questions, community is active there, ideas are exchanged. So yeah, short answer is Discord.
Got it. Thank you, Salah. Charlie asked, will we have a chance to win cool swag in the near future? Great question, Charlie. Yeah, I think we would love to do some sort of giveaway in the near future. We do have some cool swag. Let us know what your favorite is, if there's anything in particular that's been jumping out. We can try to add that into the pipeline. But yeah, I think we're a little bit overdue for some kind of swag giveaway, I would say.
I agree. I would recommend these t-shirts. Okay, I don't think there's any other questions.
Do we still have Evan and Matej still on the call?
Yes, they are.
Okay. We have one more question in Slido, which I will go ahead and accept, which is, what are the differences between Zeko and Protokit?
I'm going to bring Matej and Evan onto the stage.
Hi, should I go first? Okay, yeah. So I mean, I think like Zeko being isomorphic to DL1, with Berkeley we took a fresh look at how can you design a protocol to build zero knowledge apps, and we build a framework around it. So I would say that the two approaches are fundamentally different in how they work behind the scenes. Mostly we also offer like on-chain execution, stuff like that. But yeah, I'll let Evan answer as well.
I think some of the key differences are, trade-offs between customization and interoperability. I think with Protokit allowing, more customization, and Zeko having, if you're building on the shared L2, more interoperability with other apps and shared infrastructure. So those are key design choices that each team will make in their own right on how they want to build their app, and that'll inform which protocol they build on.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Maddie, is there anything else in Slido?
Nope. I think we are good.
Okay. There's no other questions in the chat. There's no other questions in Slido. So I think we can call it here. But there's been a lot of information shared. There's a lot of different links. So make sure to register for the newsletter. There'll be updates sent out. We'll send out all of the links and all of the information we've shared throughout this call. Thanks to everyone for joining the first Illuminate Town Hall. It's been great to see all of you here. It's been great to give updates, and we're looking forward to the next one. Keep your eyes out in Discord on our social channels for updates when on the date for the next one. But thank you everyone for joining. Bye.